Good evening, wherever you are around the world. I am so excited tonight because tonight is a special night. It's a great night. We have assembled some exceptional speakers to share some stories of inspiration with you all tonight. My name is IB Dabo, and I'm the founder of IB Talk Online, which shares stories of inspiration, encouragement to uplift people. The last few years has been a challenge for a lot of people. People have experienced loss. People have lost their businesses. People have lost loved ones. People are experiencing relationship challenges. There are so many challenges that are weighing on people. And just yesterday, I was at the barber shop and I was sharing a story with the barber about how I started IB Talk Online 20 years ago when I was living in the Gambia as a refugee. I had just escaped a brutal civil war in my country, Sierra Leone. But I wanted to use my passion for writing to share stories of inspiration, stories to encourage others in their journey. And that story led to another story. He shared with me, he said, the chair that you are sitting on right now, a lot of things unfold, a lot of stories unfold in this chair. And he went on to share a story about somebody he had known for a long time. And he was giving this guy a haircut one day. And the guy told him that he was experiencing some challenges with his marriage, in his marriage. And the guy asked him for advice. My Baba said he told him, I cannot tell you exactly what to do, but if I were in your situation, this is what I would do. And it was on a positive note. Few weeks later, or maybe a month later, that guy returned to the barber shop for a haircut. And the barber asked him again, so how is it now with you and your wife? And the guy told the barber and said, I am so glad that you shared the words that you shared with me the last time. Because had you not shared those words with me, had I gone home in the state of mind that I was in, I was planning to go kill my wife and to take my life as well. Let that sink in for a minute. And so when you think about stories like that and you think that you learn and you really understand and know that a lot of people are facing challenges, that's why we have exceptional speakers tonight who themselves have gone through a lot of challenges and they are resilient overcomers. And they are about to share some stories that would lift your spirit up no matter what you are experiencing today to transform your life so you can know that it is possible for you to become an overcomer. So I am about to welcome my special guest here tonight. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joe, Lisa, Shira, John, Tracy. Welcome to IB Talk Online. We are so excited to have you here tonight.
Happy to be here with all of you.
Great. So, Joe, I'm going to start with you. And Joe, you are one of you have a powerful voice, and when you come out with such a positive countenance. And you have also experienced some challenges, but you are a shining light like everyone else here with us tonight in the room of greatness. As you think about our topic tonight, thriving in difficult times, you already heard the introduction that I shared. That story, it really got to me yesterday. What can you say to people who are experiencing who need hope, who are in search for hope at this point in time. And maybe they are thinking of giving up. What would you say to them?
One thing for me, thank you so much for having me here. First of all, IB, and you, my friend, of anyone, have faced a lot of difficult times with what you've gone through. So I appreciate you having me here. What I would say is what I do to keep me going is I pray. I make sure that I'm 10 toes down in my faith, as I say a lot of times. But one thing is find you a partner, find you an accountability partner, someone who's going to be there for you, even if that person is a stranger, because sometimes those strangers can push us a lot further than people we know, than our family. And that stranger will support us like tenfold more than our people who we're connected to. So sometimes we have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, traveling outside of our circle to find that accountability partner. And one thing also, I would suggest they start reading this book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This was a lost lecture of Napoleon Hill's back from like 1863. And Sharon Lecter turned it into a book and called it Outwitting the Devil. And he interviews the devil. And it's going back into our mind. The devil in this interview says he controls 98% of the world. And it is a fight to fight those negative thoughts. But I just say stay strong in that fight. Keep your faith, stay strong in your faith and fight the fight. And one thing that he says, one quote that I love that he says in that book is, your only limitation is the one that you set within yourself. And that's what that will be my advice on that. And it's hard. It's not easy. I still struggle. I'm not perfect. Still struggle with it every day, but you just got to keep fighting the fight.
Yes, that is so powerful, Joe. You talk about accountability partner, and you are part of my accountability group, right? And there's
Absolutely.
just so much power. There's just so much power, so much inspiration, right? Sometimes one person is down, or sometimes somebody needs advice. There's that powerful energy that's been shared of inspiration to uplift one another. And we are in this accountability group thanks to our our involvement with the Hungry for Greatness program, which we will be talking about with the legendary Les Brown, and we have a virtual summit coming up. So we are really excited. We will be sharing a lot about that tonight and what to expect. But thank you so much, Joe, for that share. And John,
Absolutely.
as we're thinking about these are financial challenges that people are experiencing, right? Some people are working two, three jobs to make ends meet. Other people have a lot of debt. And when they go to bed at night, just the thought that I have this much debt to pay, that in itself is a big stressor. That in itself is something that people just don't even think or don't even know that they can get out of debt. And so, if somebody is listening out here tonight and is experiencing the burden of having to deal with a lot of debt, John, what would you say to the person?
Thank you for the question. Alkamine, Mohammed might be backstage also, just arrived. With regards to what I would say to somebody who is in debt and struggling to get out of debt, is to what I did, stop making all of your monthly payments on all of your debts, whether they're credit cards, student loans, car loan, whatever it is that you have. Stop making your monthly payments and instead start making a payment with every single paycheck you get. That's a strategy that I followed. I was paid every single Friday. So every Friday, I made a payment to all my debtors. And as a result of that, I was able to get out of debt, and stay out of debt. So that's my advice with regards to debt management. I really don't believe in debt management. I don't want to manage the debt. I want to completely get rid of it. I have no compassion for any creditor, for Visa, Master. If you ever get in trouble, they don't care. They're here to collect. I just want to get out of that situation. So I would recommend that you get out of that situation as fast as possible and that you be disciplined by making payments consistently, not monthly. Why wait for a monthly statement to tell you you owe? You know you owe. Make payments every single week.
Yes, John, thank you for that. You have no compassion for the, I love that. I really love that. And you talk about discipline, right? It really takes discipline and consistency to be able to get out of that. And I am so glad that you were able to push through and you were able to pay off your debt. That's some amazing, and it's just even amazing to think about it that it is possible. And I know you have an amazing story that you're going to be sharing in that virtual summit. We will be shedding light on that in a minute. But I want to move on to Shira. Shira, I know a little bit about your story and just the courage that you have taken to step into your greatness today. As you think about people who they have goals and they have dreams in life, and maybe that goal is to set up their own business, and maybe they're coming from an environment or family where there's no one they can look up to, there's no one who has thrived and who is doing exceptionally well in their field. But they feel that they have a calling upon their life to set up their own business and do great things. You are an entrepreneur and you are thriving in your business now. What advice would you share with that person?
I would share to set definite goals. It all starts off with a dream. So write down your dream, write down your exact goals and how you would like your life to look in the next 5 years. It is possible. Once the universe sees that you're willing to make that step towards your goals, you'll be surprised how things turn around. And for those who would like to create a business, start with applying for an LLC right now. You start with the LLC, you create your EIN number, and just to piggyback on John, you can start building business credit. You can also leverage that business credit to start your business, and which that debt will not report to your personal credit. It will strictly be on your business credit, and you can get up to $100,000 in funding to start your business. So don't go in thinking about you don't have enough money, because there are ways to make it happen, and keep the faith.
What was your experience like, Shira? I mean, you took a bold step, right? What were you thinking? What was going through your mind? And how soon did you see a breakthrough? What was that journey like?
So I start off my journey in, it was February of that year. I joined mentorships. I got around the right people. And all of a sudden, I start to make my goals. I set which business I would like to have, how I would like it to look, how much money I would like to receive for in 6 months, a year. And once I created that goal, I just set myself to leave my 9 to 5. So I was in a dilemma whether or not I should leave. So by the grace of God, the job gave me an ultimatum. Either I had to go back to being a nurse on the floor or to be laid off. And I ultimately choose to be laid off because I could not go back. So once I left my 9 to 5, a week later, I got my first contract for my business. So that helped me out tremendously. And I also did not start off with any money. So I did not take any money out of pocket. I strictly used that business credit to fund my business.
That is amazing. That is amazing, Shira. That is amazing. And I see we have DJ Mohammed. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Shira, for that powerful share. We will be coming back to you. We will be talking about that because these times have changed now, and there are a lot of things that people are doing to set their life on a different track, to shift into a higher gear. You know, we talk about that a lot. This is our year to shift into a higher gear. Yes, Joe, I see that. And DJ Mohammed, you thank you first of all for staying up late because I know it's late in the UK right there where you are, but
Yes. Yes.
you made it. You definitely made it here tonight with us. So excited to have you on here.
Thank you.
DJ
Thank you.
Mohammed, as we are talking about the challenges thriving in difficult times, people go through challenges that just crushes their spirit. I remember when I was in grad school in 2013, and I was just so excited to I learned about a hearing screening on campus clinic. I was having allergies and I went to the campus clinic. And I heard about the hearing screening, and the doctor recommended that I go take a hearing test. And I was so excited. I went in that place. I was like, what? Hearing screening? I never heard about that. I just wanted to go in and experience what it felt like.
Mhm.
And you can imagine my excitement turning into devastation. I was diagnosed with bilateral sensorineural hearing loss. I mean, when they told me that first, I could not even pronounce. I was lost. I was fearful for my future. And all the struggles that I had endured 15 years, at least 15 years prior to my diagnosis, which I had no idea was related to hearing loss, all started to make sense. While I was grateful that it started to make sense, I was fearful for my future. How do I move on from here? And I was struggling with that. And it had to take strength and God's grace and encouragement from people, from loved ones like my wife, who was just constantly encouraging me through that journey. And DJ Mohammed, you have experienced challenge. You have experienced challenge and you have bounced back strong, resilient mindset in recovering. So share a little bit of your story if you don't mind with us so that people who are experiencing who have gone through maybe sickness or who are experiencing sickness right now or limitations that they never had and are thinking that this is it, this is done for me. How do they bounce back strong?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me on here. Yes, it is late here in the UK, but I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's a pleasure to be here in the presence of greatness amongst you all. And yes, it's just kind of with what you're saying, it's so true, my brother, because it just kind of takes me back to what our great mentor always says. You don't know how strong you are until you're going through something that comes and really tests your faith, you know, because especially, look, a lot of people when they're going through, because I kind of gave this as a tool to some people the other day, right? And I employ everybody to kind of do it because what Shira was talking about earlier was having a dream, having that vision. So when you're currently going through some challenges, instead of focusing on the things that are like right in front of you, focus on the prize, visualize exactly what it is you're trying to manifest into your life. What do you want your life to be? You know, I got some nuggets earlier talking about all the different emotions that we feel, right, during life and how each of these feelings and emotions are basically all related. They're cousins, they're brothers and sisters, you know. So it's about And there's no feeling that actually remains there forever. It's only a period of time, whether it be happiness, sadness, depression, whatever it may be, right? So we got to understand that each of these things we have a relationship to. But it's, for me, it's about keeping that visualization, because whatever you focus on is where your energy is going to flow. And I remember when I used to go through some stuff, and you know, when you're going through some challenges and you just make up a whole movie in your head, and you're just like, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen. And each day we're always casting spells, like, and not only just with what we say, with our thoughts, because there's no action that isn't governed without a thought. So first you have to really watch your thoughts. What are you bringing into your realm? What are you accepting? And a lot of us, we tend to have that kind of language of, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I don't know, this and that. But instead of speaking like that, speak with, I know I am. Because when you know, and anything you say after I am is a powerful representation of yourself. So what is it that you are thinking? What is it that you are speaking? What kind of, because, and again, what is your relationship like with yourself? Because we have many different astral bodies that stem from within us. So what we have to learn to do is tap into our greatness. What is your passion? What is, and not even only that, it's like, let me put it like this also. Imagine being told you only had a certain amount of time to live. What would you do with that time that you had left? Would you mope around, feel sorry for yourself? Or would you get on up and do all the things that you want to experience before you make your transition in? And a lot of people are good at giving other people advices, but sometimes find it hard to take their own advices. So put yourself in somebody else's shoes. What would you tell that individual? And that's exactly what you should also tell yourself. You know, be transparent and just be positive, because positivity is everything. And love is the highest order of all. And the love must start with you. You must love yourself in order so you can love other people, you know? And again, it's all about your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, which leads back to your spiritual health. So yes, that's, I would really just love to employ people, instead of focusing on the challenges that's in front of you, keep your eyes on the prize. Visualize exactly what it is that you desire, that you want to, because again, if you don't feel like you deserve something, it's going to elude you. So you got to feel like I deserve it. You know, my good brother gave a thing earlier, and it was like, go window shopping, get massages, you know, and travel, like get to see different places, create vision boards, write things down, speak them out. This is the state of manifestation, having something that's in your brain to being able to bring it into physicality, into reality. So yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. If you really feeling this, and if you're connecting with what, drop a one in the chat or drop a yes in the chat, because we are just getting started. And I see we have another special guest has joined, Mr. Marcia Moore. Welcome. It is so good to see you, my brother. How are you doing this evening?
Hello. I'm doing absolutely amazing. Today has just been, I would say, imperfectly perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect day. So imperfectly perfect is where I would state it. And if I could just chime in a little bit. So I always tell people, like, life it's revolving. It's when one door opens, another door closes, and vice versa. When one door closes, another one opens. So it's always revolving. I majorly I practice this thing called Taoism, and it's just something I learned the other day from listening to a podcast. But Taoism is the state of, it's just being as is. Like, you don't look at anything as good or bad. It's just is. Also, from William Shakespeare once said in his one of his most influential plays, Hamlet, um, nothing is good nor bad, only thinking makes it so. So, with that being said, every day I rise and wake up out of bed, I say today is going to be a great day. It's going to be a wonderful day, but whatever happens, I just take it as what is. Like it's neither good nor bad. It just is. Like I can walk out my house and if my car doesn't start, it just is. If I found out after I got my car fixed that there was a 12 car pileup on the interstate and I wasn't involved in it, most people say, "Oh, well, that's a great thing." It's just what is. Like you can't hold your emotions to things because like you'll be in a constant state of like flux. Like you'll be like up and down all the time. So you must stay in this constant state of just what is. Like it's not good, it's not bad, it's just what is. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just in this stable place of just being at peace of what is in my life. So just wanted to share that.
That is great. That is great, Marcia. So let me ask you, because I, for one, enjoy your videos on Instagram, inspirational videos, always full of energy and inspiration. What keeps you going? What keeps you thriving in difficult times?
What keeps me going? What keeps me driving in difficult time? That is an interesting question. And I'll be very grateful to answer it. So, what keeps me going? I would say love. Love and hope. Like the hope that tomorrow is going to be better than the day. Hope that once tomorrow gets here, the next day is going to be better than that. And where the love plays into that is what gets me moving is like the love I have for people, like some of my spiritual brothers and sisters up here this evening, and also my family, the people I meet out in public. I'm no saint, but I talk to everybody with a calmness, a very like, tranquil like vibe because I genuinely care. Like, so that's the love in me. And that's kind of what just keeps me going throughout the day. Just the love and the pure unconditional love that I have for myself and for the others that I come in contact with. So that's what just keeps me going.
Yeah, and certainly those are two really powerful words there, love and hope. And today, a lot of some people are just looking for somebody to talk to them, somebody to say, I care about you, somebody to say, I love you. And some people have given up on hope. They feel like there's nothing remaining for them again in this world. They see that they have seen it all, they have been through it all. So, what else? But we all know that God has put greatness in our lives. God has put greatness in each and every one, no matter the challenge you are experiencing. And so I want to bring my good friend Tracy in to thank you so much, Tracy, for waiting so patiently. I'm so glad to have you on here. You have a powerful voice. Every time I see your inspirational videos on Instagram, I'm saying she is not playing. And so I'm excited. I'm really excited to hear your share tonight. But tell us, like, thriving in difficult times, really difficult challenges that one may be experiencing. How can they thrive in difficult times? And what keeps you going too?
Most definite. Like tonight, I mean, I've cut my camera off like 3 or 4 times because there's just so many distractions around me where my kids need me. My husband wants to speak to me. My phone is ringing. I have emails coming in. And then I'm still trying to process everything it is that I went through today. And so what I would just tell the audience this evening is that when life happens, you have to be willing to ignite the power that is within you. You have to understand that whatever it is that you're facing, God has not only equipped you, but he has already prepared you to be able to get through that adversity, to get through whatever it is that you're going through. I want to just say that life does not, it's not picky on who is going to choose or who is going to pick on. Life happens to everyone. And so you have to understand that you're not exempt from a bad phone call. You're not exempt from a bad email. You're not exempt from grief. You're not exempt from life happening. But what I will tell you is that each and every one of us have the power, have the tools, have everything it is that's necessary to push through whatever it is that we're going through. Never allow your circumstance to identify you. Understand that your circumstance is just temporary, but allow yourself to be identified by the fight that you use to push through whatever it is that you're facing. I love one of Nelson Mandela quotes. He says that the greatest part in living is not that you never fail, but that you choose to rise every time you fall. Ooh, it just touches me. That just moves me. He tells you that you're going to fail. But guess what? You don't stay there. You decide to rise. You decide to still push through. You decide to still show up. You still decide to say that I'm not giving up. I love the great legendary Les Brown. He says, I'm not ready to take a dirt nap. I'm not ready to take a dirt nap. You have to tell yourself that. Make sure that when you leave this world empty. You make sure that you give the world everything that you have. And so those are some of the things that I tell myself each and every day throughout the day when I'm facing challenges, that I'm going to get through this, that I've already been prepared, that I'm already equipped, and that I'm not exempt from life happening. And once you understand that concept, no matter whatever it is that you face, you may get down a little bit, but you won't stay there. You will always push through. You will always show up. You will always stand tall, and you will always show that it's possible.
Woo, that is awesome. You are lighting the room up. Drop a fire in the chat if you. Oh, you know what? Guess what? I have the fire extinguisher here, Tracy. You are coming for us. That is powerful.
Listen, I was looking for the fire truck. I couldn't find it. I was like, we're going to need the fire truck tonight.
No.
Yeah.
That is right. That is powerful. You said ignite the power within you. That is such a powerful statement, and that our circumstances are temporary. And there's a quote by Albert Einstein which says that in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. So no matter what we're going through, no matter what you are going through today, if you just stay still and if you just listen keenly, maybe to the whisper of God, He's speaking into your life, into your future, you will see an opportunity. Because like Tracy, like you mentioned, your circumstances are only temporary. And there's so much gift in you that you can utilize to transform not only your life, but the lives of others and leave a legacy behind. So Joe, I see. Joe, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. So let's think about it. The same question goes to you, right? What does it take to thrive? You are also, a business owner, and you have little kids, and you are always there. You have a lot on your plate too, but you're always there for others. You're always supporting one another, right? You're always there with a smile. Maybe somebody needs a smile. Somebody has a bad day, and Joe shows up. Joe lightens up the room. Whether it's our accountability group or anyone you come in contact with. How do you maintain that positive posture? Because I know you go through challenges too.
It's like Tracy just said, I'm not exempt. I am not exempt from challenges, but it's a choice that you make. Suffering is a choice. Grief comes, challenges come, but it's how you choose. Everything is up to you, and it's how you choose to deal with it. I choose to deal with a lot of challenges with gratitude. You know, God has blessed us and graced us with another second, because that second just passed, and that second just passed. And one thing I'm familiar with is losing loved ones. But it's how I deal with that. I mean, I grieve, I feel that emotion, but I choose not to sit in that emotion because I still have children to live for. I still have a husband, you know. But at the same time, it comes with some sacrifice too to stay that busy and stay grounded. I'm now my house is a little messy, so my house is a sacrifice right now to continue to get things done. But IB, you gave me the best advice ever when I came upon this super difficult. It was becoming difficult to focus when we started on this speaking journey. And I believe it was back in December. I was struggling. It was like, oh, I'm not going to make it. That self-doubt started to creep in, like right here. You know, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it.
You're on camera eating that. You're funny.
And then I asked you, because I knew you and your family were in the same situation. You were working from home. You have a new baby at home. And I prayed about it. And as soon as I asked you, it's like God used you as a vessel to give me the word. You said, don't focus on the challenge, because it's like Tracy just said as well, it's temporary. And then when we look back on the challenge, when we've moved way past the challenge, it's going to be glorious. We can laugh at it. He was like, wow, I made it through that. That wasn't even nothing. It wasn't even that big of a deal, you know. And if I can do it, you can do it. But I say, don't focus on the challenge. From my brother, IB Dabo.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And that's what it's about when we talk about accountability partners. We're there to support one another, because other times you have come out for me as well, where I put something and you just come out with some words of inspiration that I need in that moment. And that's what we talk about when we talk about the power of connection, the energy that we share. And I think it's also very important to note this, that it's very important to know and to be mindful about who is in your close circle, the people you hang around with. Are you hanging out with people who are just so negative? Or are you hanging out with people who are adding value in your life and you are adding value in their lives as well? Because you're more likely to capture the traits of the people that you hang around the most. So you want to make sure that you're hanging around people who are positive, uplifting, encouraging, and together you pursuing your purpose. So John, I'm coming back to you. As we're talking about thriving in difficult times, what's the one time that you just felt that you could no longer make it? If you did experience that, but it was just so difficult. But you made it because you are here today. You have a testimony, and that's the reason you are here. That's the reason you are using your voice, and you have a powerful voice. And you are here today, and you are inspiring people with your story, with your voice, and with your words. So when was that moment that you were in a very low place and you had to bounce back? And how did you do it to get to where you are today? I think you're on mute. John, I think you're on mute.
All right, I'm off mute now.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So there was a time where I thought I would not make it. There was a time where I did not want to make it. I could say I was on the verge of no longer wanting to live. what occurred is that I had a certain problem, and my problems were financial. I came out of school when I graduated college with over $100,000 of debt over me, and it was hard to deal with that burden while trying to start, your career and just live life. And I eventually got to a point where I did not want to continue living the way that I was. I was sick and tired of my circumstance. I wanted more. And so I reached out for help. And my problems were financial. So I needed a financial problem solver. And I looked for a financial advisor, a financial counselor. And the problem was that I could not afford them. So here I am in trouble financially and reaching out for help, for guidance. And those that could help me would not help me because I just could not afford to pay them. I wasn't their target audience. And that's where I say I hit rock bottom because now I didn't know what to do. I recognize my problems, but nobody's willing to help. And I'm glad that I went through that experience because what I learned from that experience is that the final determining factor in whether we succeed or fail is ourselves. I had to look within me. I had to stand up within myself and remind myself that I am worth it. That if others are not going to help me, then I need to do it myself. I need to figure out what is it that they know that I don't know. And so I educated myself. I went through an entire year of reading, of studying, and I had looked for financial information online throughout the years, and it didn't get me anywhere. Not to say that there isn't plenty out there, it just didn't get me anywhere. So I was done with free 99. I was going to go all in, and I decided to sign up for New York University's financial planning program, which was all 1 year intensive, all online. And I couldn't afford that. I took out two credit. Oh my gosh, I'm saying this. I don't care. I I had to take out two credit cards in my wife's name. And max that out in order to get into the class and to pay for the tuition. But I did it because I needed the information, and those that knew it wouldn't help me because I couldn't afford them. When I was in that class, it was lawyers and attorneys and other people building up their practice. I was just some guy there trying to save his life. And I read those books and I started applying what I learned in my own life in order to get myself out of financial debt. And as a result of that, I had calls with the IRS, I had calls with the US Department of Education, I'd had calls with different insurance agents, and I was able to handle myself on those phone calls because I knew exactly what to say, I knew exactly the terminology, the lingo, I knew what the rules were, I knew how things worked, and it was easy for me to fix my situation. And now I no longer have any debt, and I never had to compromise with anybody. I just worked at it and legitimately paid everything off. But sometimes I think the takeaway from my answer to this question is that sometimes you got to look inside yourself. When you hit rock bottom and you've asked for help and you're not getting it, look inside yourself. There is hard work that is yours to do. And only after you do the hard work that is yours to do will angels start appearing. It turns out, now I know this, I didn't know this back then, but now I know there were, in fact, advisors that do specialize with individuals in my situation. So I could have found them, but I didn't. And I believe that was God putting up that wall in front of me because He wanted me to test myself, to put in the work. And now I don't need them. Now I know everything. And so now I help others because I know what it feels like when you reach out and you can't get the help. Hopefully, I answered the question. I lost myself in my own thoughts there.
Yes, yes, yes. It is so amazing. And, like I talked earlier, right? The quote by Albert Einstein, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. You decided to take a step to say, if there's no one out there who can help me, I need to make a decision. I need to invest in myself. I need to invest, whether it's learning something new that's related to my situation. And not only for me, but that I can ultimately help somebody else. And so I look at your story, as I listen to your story, I see the strength in having to go through that. But you believed in yourself. You believed that you were going to get through this situation. And I congratulate you, because yours is a testimony that can encourage somebody else out there today. And I am so glad that you shared that story. So thank you. If you're feeling that, if you get some words of inspiration there, you need to drop some more fire in the chat, because Shira is about to come for you.
Yes.
So, Shira, my question to you is similar to that. What's that one situation that you felt that, oh, can I even make it another day?
Mm.
Do I even have the strength? Do I even have the support that I need? How am I going to make it? But again, you are here today and you are encouraging others. You have leadership skills. You are taking on some big things. What's that one struggle that you overcame, and how did you overcome it?
So the struggle that I overcame was people not believing in my journey.
Mm.
They were not able to see my vision. And I later found out that it wasn't their job to see my vision, because we were all brought with a vision. We were made in the creation of God, and we were made to be creators. So each of us has a unique part of us to be creative, and we need to express that creativity. So I always had to fight through people not believing in me. But that was actually my ammunition to keep going forward and keep pushing, because I ultimately had a point to prove. I just want to piggyback on what John said. Knowledge and information is super important to push forward in life. The key that you're missing is knowledge. And with this world that we're living in, there's so much mentorship, so much coaching. So if you find an area that you want to create your business in, find that mentor and find that coach. Money is not an option. Money is not a problem. You will find the money because it will be necessary for you to obtain that knowledge. And like John said, I actually used a credit card as well to pay for a $10,000 mentorship, and it ultimately paid dividends. So you're ultimately paying for knowledge, but you will receive those dividends from the universe, because the universe will ultimately see that you're able and willing to push forward. So keep dreaming big and just focus on your vision. You have to ignore the background noise. People are going to tell you, no, it's not the right time. No, don't do it. But it's up to you to push forward and lead and live in that vision and your purpose.
That is awesome. That is, if you connect with that again, type, drop some fires in the chat for Shira. Drop a one in the chat, because you are so right. a lot of times, especially if these are people that are close to us or these are people that we trust, and you share your vision with them, and they just don't believe in you. And I like what Les Brown said. Sometimes people would try to discourage because they too don't even believe in it for themselves, let alone believe that you can do it. And so I like that you mentioned the belief and to be creative, use your express your creativity, because God has assigned a purpose to you and he has put greatness in you. And if you rely on somebody else to validate that all the time, especially if you're not moving forward, then that's something that you want to reconsider today. Because had you not taken that bold step today, when you did it, you would not have been here today. You probably would have been in a different state of mind, mentally and emotionally, and all that comes with that. So thank you so much for mentioning, for highlighting that share. That is such a powerful share. And I see Mohammed, DJ Mohammed, still in the house. Yeah, we can hear you, DJ. Unmute the mic so we can
Oh
hear
yeah,
you.
I said, come on now, my brother, come on. We're
Yes,
showing up and we're showing out.
yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I,
So, Mohammed, what would you say to somebody who has given up? Let's just put it that. Somebody who has given up.
well, I agree with what all the other speakers said before because, first and foremost, the belief starts with you, right? There's a reason why you've been entrusted a vision. You have to birth it, you have to bring that to life. You know, I made this quote earlier that there's a reason why your ears are shaped like a fetus because it's for you to birth what you're hearing, what you're seeing through self investment, through studying, through discovering what your passion is, through because for me, everything is simplicity. And we all go through these challenges in life. Nobody is exempt from it, as rightfully mentioned by Tracy and Joe. And you know, even what there's things I see Joe do. She's a superwoman, you know. And we've got to learn how to be able to multitask in situations, um be the eye of the storm, basically, you know, because in the middle of the storm it's very calm while there's chaos all around it. And to me, that's a true form of alchemy. And being able to just, because there are no good or bad, like Marcia also mentioned, there's only highs and lows. So, and we all go through these periods and times where sometimes we may be low, but it's okay to ask for help in order to remain strong. And I feel like we're in this mentality, right? That I, that individualism. But you gotta have accountability partners. Not only that, you gotta understand that your network is your net worth. What kind of people do you have around you? What do you first and foremost think about yourself? Get rid of that stinking thinking, because that is the things that's making you. Do you know one thing? I saw this interesting video the other day as well, and it was so it was profound because they put a set of fleas in a jar, right? Closed the jar, and they left it there for They left the jar on for 3 days. Removed it after the 3 days, and the fleas would not basically elevate past the limit of the lid. Neither would their offsprings. Does that not sound familiar? Like what currently happens with, well, you could say 97, 98, 99% of people, because there's a reason why they always quote and coin that there's 1% of people that are rich and wealthy in the world. But why are they rich and wealthy? You know, so what we have to do is literally fix us. And that starts from within you. Once you start doing that, you could truly start to elevate and ascend. You could, and again, just speak life into yourself and into others, you know, and yeah, just pull together collectively, because there's no man or woman that is an island. So we definitely need one another.
Thank you, DJ Mohammed, for that powerful share. And there's a quote again by Nelson Mandela that I love. It always seems impossible until it is done. And we are
Exactly.
believing that all things are possible. So now I really want to shift gears to our event coming up, the summit that we're going to have. And with the legendary Les Brown, he's going to be on stage with us. And here's the beauty of this event. I just wanted to, oh, yes, I see Shira is already representing. She's got the background going on there. Thank you so much, Shira, for giving us a glimpse of to get a feel of what's coming up, right?
She ain't playing with us. She came prepared.
Yes, yes, yes. She is not playing at all.
Yes.
So the event, so here's the beauty. If you are hearing about this for the first time, I'm going to give each and every one of our amazing speakers an opportunity to share what to expect. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that the event is going to be spread across different days, starting from this weekend all through April. And so if you miss one event, you likely to meet to you likely to grace one of the other events coming up. And what I would do is that I would share all those events on Ivy Talk Online Facebook page so you can see it there and you can register for those that require registration. But Tracy, I want to start with you. Tell us about this event. What are you excited about? What are you looking forward to?
I'm excited about Saturday, April 9th. There's going to be a total of 13 speakers along with the legendary Les Brown. And we're going to be giving you strategies to shift into a legendary life. We ain't coming to play with you. I pray that you have enough bandwidth to be able to hold all the power and fire that we're going to have within us, that we're going to be giving each and every one of you. You need to understand that it doesn't cost anything to be there, but it's going to cost you everything not to be there. We're going to be talking about how to live healthy, how to survive, how to start your own business. So there's going to be so many different topics that we're going to be covering here at this summit. And like I said, it doesn't cost you anything to attend, but it's going to cost you everything not to be there. So be there Saturday, April 9th from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that. Yes, you definitely want to be there April 9th. You don't want to miss it. I will share all the details on the Ivy Talk Online Facebook page. Mr. Mashiamo, same question goes to you. What are you looking forward to for the event, for the virtual summit? What are you excited about? Share with us.
Me personally, what I'm excited about is just collaborating with, like-minded individuals. Coming from the space I was in maybe last year, I really didn't have that many friends. And starting down this path, it's very rough when you're alone. Like it's very rough. Like you can't really turn to anybody and say, "Hey, look, can you give me your opinion? Can you give me some words of inspiration?" When you're kind of in a space by yourself. So I'm excited about collaborating with other like-minded individuals, learning about their stories, sharing my story, and just putting it all out there for other people to see, to say, "Hey, look, we're not perfect, but we're a little bit farther down the path than others are." So that's what I'm excited about.
Thank you so much, Mas. Yeah, we will be hearing from you in the virtual summit. I'm so excited about it. And Joe, Lisa, the mic is yours. What are you looking forward to?
Listen, I'm ready to ignite these people's screens up in here on April 3rd from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I want to tell y'all a secret. I'm really excited about being on the same virtual stage as my mentor, Les Brown. We're going to have, don't tell nobody though, y'all keep that quiet. Then we're going to have 17 speakers, right? We're going to have a special guest speaker, Forbes Riley. And we're really coming for your inner soul. Like if you really struggle, like if you have a broken heart, empty pockets, just totally broken spirits, I highly encourage you to join the Ignite Summit on April 3rd. This upcoming Sunday, actually. Wow, that's coming up fast. From 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. We have Don John coming at you with your pocketbook to help you with your finances. I'm coming to tell my story to help men and women go on their healing journey from sexual abuse so they can step into their greatness and relinquish what all they've been told in their culture. You know, it's time for you to step up for you. It's time for you to speak life into yourself, and it's time for you to choose you and execute on your journey. And that's what we coming for with the people. We coming for them. We coming, I be. You hear me?
Joe is coming. Yes, 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 yes. Type a yes and a one in the chat. That was powerful, Joe. We are looking forward to that this coming weekend. Yes. Oh, wow. You know, as you were talking, as you were sharing that little story, you came really close to the camera. You got me all very close to the speaker to hear what you. That was phenomenal. That was awesome. Yeah, at least that gives us a glimpse of what to expect, right? And so we are really excited, and we know that you have a powerful story to share, and we are looking forward to that. So now I'm going to go on to John. John, what are you looking forward to? What are you
Yeah,
excited about?
yeah. So I'm in the same summit this Sunday, the 3rd, from 1 to 4 with Jolisa and others. And what I want to share with everybody is that no matter what goal it is that you have in your life, whether it's business goals, whether it's health goals, family goals, there's a financial component to all of them. And if you get your finances in order, then you will be one step closer in all of your goals. So it's really important that's in order, and I'm here to help with that. And another thing is that no matter where you are in your progress towards your goals, maybe you're just starting out and you have a long way to go, or maybe you're just on the cusp of making it. No matter where you are, enjoy that journey, enjoy the journey, and help others along the way. Part of my story is just being transparent and letting you know, hey, this is what I know. I don't know everything. I saw excuse me, I heard Shira speaking about setting up your LLC. I need to be listening to Shira because I don't have that expertise, and someday I'm going to need that. So part of this is just meeting new people, because the people you make it to the top with are strangers. So let's meet people, let's collaborate, let's all grow together.
Let's go, Joe, and let's grow together. That is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to growing with each and every one of you. And I'm sure everyone who witnesses the summit is going to experience transformation in their life, right? Because that's what we're all about. We are here to use our stories. Our stories are not for us, our stories are for others that God has put in our path, that we are using our voice to inspire them so they too can experience that transformation, so they too can believe that it is possible and they can go and they can grow. I love that, John. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to move on to Shira. Shira, did I? Yes, Shira. What are you looking forward to in the summit, for the upcoming summit, and what are you excited about?
So I am excited. We have some amazing speakers: Tracy, DJ Muhammad, IB, Dr. Joe D. We're coming to burn the place down. So we already called the fire trucks. So they're gonna be pulling up to the event because the fire we're coming with is just extravagant. So we're gonna be hitting all aspects of your life, which is health, love, career, if you're looking to get into business. So this is definitely the summit you want to be in. And Mr. Les Brown himself, if I'm pointing, he'll be speaking at our event. So we're super, super excited. Who would have thought a year ago that we will be on a stage with such a powerful speaker? Like I'm still soaking it in. I can't imagine this opportunity. And this is going to be a free event. So you have everything to lose. Just ask yourself, what is it going to cost you to not be in the room on April 9th? What is it going to cost you to not be in the room? Knowledge is the most powerful thing you can obtain. So the knowledge we're coming with on April 9th will transform your life. So I'm definitely excited.
Knowledge is the most powerful thing you can obtain, and this fire extinguisher is not going to be able to do the job. You said we are going to burn the room down, so that is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Yes, yes, yes. And DJ Mohammed, let's hear from you. Are you going to burn the building down too?
Oh, we're definitely gonna burn that building down, you know. We're so excited, you know. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this. We surely have. And listen, we're bringing that fire, we're bringing that knowledge, like Shara mentioned, and even like I made a quote earlier, knowledge has no ledge. So you have to stay tuned. And I love how Tracy and Shara drop it. It's gonna cost you everything. It's a free event, but it will cost you everything not to turn up, you know, because we are going to be pouring so much into speaking life, pouring into one another, because everything is a collective energy. And when we do things together collectively, it just heightens the energies, the frequencies, and the vibrations. So this is the power that we possess together. And it's really going to be exciting. It's an opportunity of a lifetime to be sharing the stage with the one and only legendary Les Brown. You know, there's not many people that really get to say that they've done that, but you could also be doing that. But are you currently investing in yourself? Because self-investment is truly everything. And I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity, grateful to be meeting my tribe, you know, and like-minded individuals who are striving for this, well, even the same or similar goals, because sometimes obviously things are similar and sometimes they vary. But this is the beautiful thing about meeting powerful people on the journey, you know, because it's not all about the destination. It's about enjoying your journey, taking one day at a time, taking one moment at a time, and dealing with, yeah, what you, like I said, baby steps, aiming to be 1% better each day than you was the day before.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. DJ Mohammed, and just being 1% better every day. By the end of the year, you are 37 times better than you are
Mhm.
before it all got started. And so as we
Exactly.
close in today, because this has been such a really exciting time, and it's just sharing so many words of encouragement. And if you've been feeling this again, drop some fires in the chat, because it is just the beginning, and this is just the smoke, right? This is not even, you haven't seen anything yet. We are coming,
Oh,
we are coming, we are not holding anything back. Yes. So we are coming after you, yes. And I see we have a chat from Dr. Kine. Yes, she said this is so true. Yes, so this is something that we have been looking forward to, and we are just so super excited. So, what if we had to give some few words as we close down now, to just again on the subject here, thriving in difficult times? What's your one word, or what's the final word that you want to share? I'm going to start with you, Joe.
First of all, again, I have had so much fun being here on this platform with each of you tonight. I've learned a lot from each of you tonight, and thank you for the knowledge, because like Mr. Muhammad just said, it has no ledge. That is such a profound quote. I love it. I'm gonna put it in my toolbox. But so yes, much gratitude to each and every one of you, and you as well, IB, for bringing us all together tonight. And one thing I would say is just keep fighting the fight for you, to create a better future for you, your family, and everyone you care about. And it's okay to jump out of line sometimes. And it's okay if your mom doesn't support you, your dad doesn't support you, your wife or husband or best friend doesn't support you. You keep doing you. You stay focused on what it is that you want to do, even through the hard times. Just keep fighting that fight. When self doubt tries to creep in this way, let resilience creep in on this side and overpower that self doubt. And that is what I leave you with. Keep fighting that fight for you, because I still am too.
Keep fighting the fight and stay focused. Oh my goodness, Joe. Yes, you cannot go wrong with that. That is such a powerful share to sum it up for your, for your word, for your voice tonight. And we are so blessed, Joe, to have you here tonight. I'm sure that people have been transformed, lives have been transformed just hearing your voice and just seeing that beautiful countenance that you bring along with all the other speakers that we have here tonight. Shira, final words from you.
Final word is dream. Keep your dream alive. Yes, we are in a world with so much adversity, but how about the adversity do not affect you once you keep your dream alive? It all starts with a dream. So work towards that dream and you will be surprised how your life is transformed. Never stop dreaming.
It starts with a dream. I love that, Shira. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Again, I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with you because I know we are going on the same day, Shira, and we are going to bring a lot of fire in the room. And yes, we are just so excited because lives are going to be changed, lives are going to be transformed. And that's what really excites all of us here. So thank you so much for that, Shira. DJ Mohammed, your final words for us tonight.
Resilience. Be resilient in your pursuit for what your success is, because success is not a generic thing. It means we all have different perceptions of what success is. So just be resilient in the pursuit of your success, and literally just, like I said, keep educating yourself, keep pouring into yourself, and just have the visualization of elevating and ascending to the life that that you deserve, and to the life that you are supposed to be living, because we all have greatness in us. We come from the Most High in order to, he created us to create and then to also co-create. So what are we creating into our lives? I'll leave you with that. Thank you for
Thank
inviting us and to the stage.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Be resilient as you pursue your purpose. So type the word resilience so it can resonate with you. And yes, we need resilience because in times like this, if you are not resilient, it's going to be a bigger challenge. And so, again, we talk about accountability partners. We shared a lot of those tips there that can help you going in your journey because you cannot do it all by yourself. And together, we all win. So, thank you so much, DJ, for your share, your final words. We are coming on to Mr. Marcia Moore, the one and only Mr. Marcia Moore in the room. What's your final words for us tonight?
My final word for the night is accountability. And it is a strong, strong word because last year it was my word that got me through the year, like taking accountability. And here's one specific thing: taking accountability not just for your problems, but the people problems are surrounding you. Because when you don't take responsibility, what you're doing is you're shifting the blame. And when you shift the blame, pretty much you're giving the other people surrounding you the energy to actually make decisions for you. And I kind of got tired of that last year. I was like, I'm going to take accountability for my problems, the people's problems around me, because I want the energy, I want the power. So accountability will be my word.
Accountability, love it. Type the word accountability in the chat so we can connect with it. We can remember that word because that means a lot in everything that we do, taking our accountability and taking that next step in our life. So, John, bring it on for us. What's your last word? What's your final words?
So my final words for everybody are the following. Write it down. Whatever that dream is that you envision for yourself, whatever it is that your heart desires, write it down. I literally write it down. And in this book, I literally have lots of personal goals written down clearly. And as a result of that, I know my why, and my why keeps me focused. I'll share with you in closing, all money, this is important to remember, all money follows a plan. If you don't have a plan written down for yourselves, your money will still follow a plan, but it'll be somebody else's plan for somebody else's benefit, and it'll help somebody else achieve their dreams. If you want your money working hard for you, write down your goals, write down your plan. You have to have a plan for your money. And if you need guidance or advice with regards to creating a plan for yourself, you can reach out to me. My email's on the screen, axdonjohn@hotmail.com. I don't have any products and services. I'm not even in the business. I'm not even charging. I'm just doing this out of gratitude because it was just last year that I declared debt free for the first time in so long. So I'm still on that emotional high and I just want to get back. Um, and be grateful because angels will appear in your life in the form of mentors, in the form of accountability partners. Some of them will sing, some of them will inspire, but just be grateful and keep your eyes open for opportunity. That's all I got.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you for all that you do and for the value that you add to the lives of people and your words. Write it down. Write down that plan and stay focused on it. So thank you so much for that, John. And Tracy, your final words for us. What's your share?
First, I want to say thank you, Abby, for this phenomenal opportunity. I want to tell each and every one of the speakers that's on the panel, I've learned something from each and every one of you. Thank you. I know that we're brothers and sisters for life. The next thing I would say is that time waits on no one. Time is the only thing that you cannot increase. So do not take advantage of the time. The last thing I would say is remove the junk of your past and make room for the blessings that are ahead. The junk is the naysayers. The junk is the mistakes. The junk is the lack of support. Remove it. Make room for your blessings ahead. There's opportunities, there's people, and there's things that has your name on it. And only you can give birth to those things. Thank you.
What a powerful way to end that. Drop a fire in the chat, Tracy. What a powerful way. Remove the junk from your past. So thank you so much. This has been phenomenal. I see the chat has been lighting up. I see Joy says invest in yourself. People need to learn this principle. I see the K-Star Show says I look forward to the summit. It will be powerful. So you can tell that your voices have already been so powerful and instrumental tonight in touching lives. I see the chat has been really lighting up with resilience. Remove the, again, somebody says, Joy says, remove the junks from your past to make room for your blessings. What a way to end this powerful night. You know, and so if you are somebody who, again, if you are struggling, you've heard from each of these phenomenal speakers tonight. And this is just a preview of what's to come. The summit is coming up starting this weekend. The legendary Les Brown is going to be on stage along with each and every one of these powerful speakers, sharing their stories. Again, you haven't heard a quarter of what their stories are tonight. And as the saying goes, we save the best for last. And this is an opportunity to attend a free event that can change the trajectory of your life. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity. You're struggling, maybe you've given up, maybe you've lost faith, right? Faith is taking that first step, even when you don't see the staircase. And that's a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King. But you have to start believing in yourself. And that starts now. You have to make up in your mind today that yes, it is possible. I am going to make it. If John can be debt free, I can make it too. Because John struggled to get to where he is today. Shira struggled to get to where she is today, moving from that job and taking the courage and the bold step to set up her own business. And each and every one of these speakers here tonight have experienced challenges, but we are all overcomers. We have all demonstrated that resiliency that DJ Mohammed talked about. And you have it in you too, but you have to activate it because it's in you. Maybe it's been lying down dormant for a long time. We are working with you in faith and we are believing in you that this is your time, starting tonight, not tomorrow, starting now, actually, because you can channel in your mind that I am going to make a decision now to change my thinking. I have found a new community of people that I can connect with. And I am going to be at that summit because I know, God, you have something for me. You have a message for me. I have been longing for this moment. And now I am going to do my part, believing in faith that you, God, are going to speak to my situation. You are going to lead me out of this situation that I have been stuck for so long. You are going to lead me out of the situation where people have never believed in me. And I started believing them. And ultimately, I never believed in myself anymore. And I lost track of my dreams. I saw all the people who we used to hang out, they're all moving ahead. They're all doing big things. But yes, I am going to make a decision now to take that next step. And so look forward to the summit. I am going to post the information on Ivy Tech Online and all these phenomenal speakers. I am going to be happy to share their information, whatever it is that they have. If they have a product, I will share it on Ivy Tech Online, how to connect with them, because as you can tell, God is using them in special ways. I am connected with them every day in accountability groups. And I am so blessed because my life has been transformed. When I felt like giving up, when I felt like I was losing hope, I don't have any person that I can connect with at the level that I am connecting with each and every one of these speakers. And then God sent them my way. And so we connecting, and that can happen for you too, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you with open hands, and we are ready to help you shift your life into a higher gear. This is your year to shift into a higher gear. So thank you all so much. This has been a phenomenal night. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, John, DJ Mohammed, the one and only Mr. Marcia Moore.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ivy. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you all
Yes, I
so much.
concur.
We
I
need to
Thank
concur.
do this
Thank
you.
you
again.
very
Thank
much as
you.
well.
Thank you, thank you,
More
thank you.
collaborations in the future.
Yes,
Not a
Yes,
shadow.
absolutely. This is just the beginning, my friends. This is
just the
just the
beginning.
beginning. There's so much more ahead, and God is going to use each and every one of us in ways that we never imagined. because our story and our voice is not for us, it is for others. And we are willing and ready to use it. On that note, have a great night, everybody. This has been phenomenal. Thank you so very much. Bye for now.
Bye for now, family. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.